The coronavirus has officially canceled everything. That, and I also got to do a whole bunch of sound tests. So welcome to the newest episode of SDW.
Super Dario World!
It's a me,
Dario!
Woohoo! Let's go!
Alright, so I'm back. I'm back after a couple of interesting days. I got a whole bunch, and I mean a whole bunch of really cool equipment, and I've been kind of trying to figure it out for the past few days. It's been great. It's been a huge headache, but I think at least the audio part has been figured out. Audio part, the video part will do next week because I'm still waiting on a piece of equipment that should come by next week. So hopefully, in the time it takes me to get installed and to figure out how to use it and all that stuff, hopefully in the next 2 weeks, I'll be back to doing video once again. Hopefully you're looking forward to that. For the moment, you can enjoy the audio here. I'm actually pretty excited about this. I'm pretty excited this little thing that I got here. Like all of a sudden I can just start like a robot. See? Talking like a robot. Or like I have a megaphone. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Or I can go really deep. Let's get sexy over here. So, the point here is, I'm excited for this. I've been playing around with it a lot. I'm trying to figure out how it works. Sometimes, things don't want to work together, and you gotta, punch them in and get them in there. But I'm excited. I'm working on it. And, I also said I was gonna keep this one quick, because I gotta get up early tomorrow. But, yeah, that's basically what I've been doing the past few days, trying to figure out how to make this work and understand how it works, because it's funny, let's say it's like the difference between you know how to drive a car, you know how to drive an automatic car, and then you switch to like a manual transmission. It's like, shit, this is difficult. Pretty much the same thing. I also have like a cuz button, which I'm never gonna use probably, because what's the point? Like, what's the point? It's actually, no, I might actually have some fun with it, but we'll see. Where was I? Yeah. So, yeah, I've been trying to test it. I think, honestly, it's closer to, I don't know, being a pilot and flying a plane and then flying a helicopter, because it's a different type of machine, but it still kind of does the same thing, which is fly. I don't know. Point is, I've been having fun, and I'm rambling on again. You guys probably don't care. I'm the equipment guy, so you guys probably don't care. Anyway, so Corona, fun stuff. Actually, I got a pretty gnarly scare today because of that a-hole Thor. This morning, by the way, for those of you who don't know, I work for a morning radio show called The Show, and one of the members of the show, and the members of the show are Eddie, Sky, Emily, and Thor. And so this morning, I walk into my little studio, and I look into Emily's studio, and the lights are off. And so I'm like, that's weird. I mean, that's not a normal thing. It was unusual. And as I'm getting things set up in my little studio, Thor walks in, and he's like, hey, Emily's not coming in today. She got corona. And my immediate reaction, like my immediate gut reaction was like, ha! I laughed. I couldn't help but laughing. I thought it was funny. Partly because I thought he was kidding, and also because it's funny, because obviously if anybody's getting corona, it's going to be Emily, right? And so I found funny, and Thor's like, dude, this is not funny. Like, she got tested yesterday. It's serious. And then I felt, oh, crap. And Thor's a bit of a hypochondriac, so I immediately realized, like, oh, shit, he's probably freaking out. Because if Emily's sick, then that means that they probably got it. That means that I probably got it. So, holy shit, this is no bueno. So, Thor walks out of the room, and I'm like, shit, I should probably tell my family. Because, if anybody comes over to my apartment, there's a lot of people usually coming over to my apartment because I live with my siblings. My sister sometimes goes and visit my grandparents, and I live with her, so if I'm contaminated, she's probably contaminated. And yesterday she drove in the car with my older brother, and my older brother has a baby, and just, like fresh off the oven, not even a year-old baby. So it was like, all right, probably they need to find out. With me, not a big deal. Honestly, to me, it's like, if I get sick, I get sick. I'll probably just, tough it out, and we'll see. I'm not really worried about me. But, there's older people in my family. There's really, really young humans in my family. So it's like, all right, okay, I'll send a text to the family group. And everybody kind of freaked out. reasonably. This is a text before 6 a.m., by the way. This is before 6 a.m., and they get a text saying that, hey, a coworker has corona, so I'm probably exposed to it, so which means that probably my siblings are exposed to it. So, yeah, fun times. A few minutes later, once the show starts, I find out that Thor was fucking kidding. And a part of me was pissed, but another part of me was like, that was a legit joke, but you son of a bitch. Like, if I would have waited 10 more minutes before sending that text, nobody would have freaked out. But now it's like everybody's upset. And but it was solid. He played it really well. So kudos to you, but you're still an a-hole for putting me through that. That was not a fun situation to go through. But all right, so the corona thing, it's interesting. You guys remember a few episodes ago, I think it was maybe 2 weeks ago, I mentioned that, hey, you guys should probably go to the store. Like, I can see the writing on the walls here, and you guys should probably just hit up the store, get some supplies, and, you know, it's better be safe than sorry. It's better to feel a little bit foolish because you overreacted than, you know, to be hungry because you underreacted, or then, you know, you're screwed in your quarantine, all that stuff. Well, now we've reached the point where it's okay to not feel foolish. In fact, you should feel foolish if you did not go out. And I've kind of just been enjoying a whole bunch of I told you so's, particularly with my siblings. Because they're like, you're being ridiculous, you're being crazy, you're just paranoid. I'm like, aha! I told you! Things was getting worse. It turns out that when you don't have a natural immunity to disease, it spreads rather quickly. Now, I still don't think it's going to be that dangerous. And I think like there's a 15% death rate if you're over 80, which sounds like a lot, but turn it around, it's like 85% survival rate. And again, it's over 80, which is like the most dangerous age range that you could be on, especially if you have a pre-existing condition. So I understand it's okay to freak out. Well, don't freak out. It's still controllable. Just try to be safe. Try to be smart. Get some supplies. Don't go buy toilet. Don't go buying toilet paper like crazy, because honestly, I think this came from a tweet. Like, somebody put out a tweet that we get most of our toilet paper from China, and the fabrics are shutting down and blah, blah. But that's not true. We don't get most of our toilet paper from China. So I don't understand what the hell is happening there. And also, or it could also be from the episode of Supernatural, because this is an episode of Supernatural where they go to the future, and it's a post-apocalyptic future, and basically the most valuable form of currency is toilet paper. So it might have been just from that. It might have been a joke that came from that. Anyway, point is, wash your hands a lot. Don't go to like big gatherings, which actually puts me in a pickle, because I kind of have to go and do Bombed at the Beach this weekend. So I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, I might just not do it this week or something. I don't know. I need to figure that out, because this is the weekend when I was supposed to go out and do it. Do I want to risk going out to a bar? I mean, alcohol kills germs. Does it kill viruses? I don't know. I might just go and do it real quickly and then leave. Also, will there even be people out at bars? I don't know. We'll see. I guess I'll play that one by ear. But overall, there's a whole bunch of stuff that's been canceled. You probably heard the NBA got canceled. MLB is being canceled. The whole bunch of concerts and events are getting canceled. So some of the stuff that you may not have heard of is like movies that got delayed. Fast and the Furious got delayed. A Quiet Place 2 got delayed, which is actually, I don't know how I feel about that movie. Like, I like the first one. It's well made. It's scary and all that stuff. But it always annoyed me that the solution was super simple. It's like, why don't you just live near the waterfall? Like, it sounds like they can't hear. You're invisible there. Why don't we just live there? Also, it's kind of obvious that their weakness is sound. Like, have you never seen Spider-Man? Like, that's the Venom weakness. It's anything. Anyway, so sound sensitive creatures tend to be hurt by sound. Anyway, now doesn't matter. So, but it was well made. So I was like, I'm curious to see what's going on. That one got delayed. Now news just came down that the Falcon and the Winter Soldier is getting canceled. Well, not canceled. It's being postponed. Whole bunch of things are being pushed back. Coachella got pushed back, which is nuts. We don't know what's going to happen to EDC, but it's been notified. This one, probably most of you didn't hear of, but Comic-Con. You know, there's a Comic-Con museum that's being opened up in San Diego pretty soon, and it has a whole bunch of events. Those are being postponed now officially. And it's still not confirmed, and it probably won't happen because it's so far away, but it might have repercussions for the actual Comic-Con. I doubt it, but it might. E3, which is the which is the biggest video game convention in the world, it is also, I don't know if it got completely canceled or delayed. So everything left and right is getting delayed. My kid brother's trip to Japan got pushed back. It's delayed. He was suicidal. He was supposed to go next Wednesday, and he was still going to go, except all his friends bailed because they're a bunch of pussies. And it's weird because a friend of mine actually gave him a whole bunch of information that should have calmed them down. A friend of mine, he works, his company basically makes a whole bunch of medical equipment and safety equipment. And so the Secretary of Health of Mexico gave him a conference and basically told him the requirements of every single piece of equipment that had to be made and used for all that stuff, and gave him the lowdown on the virus and all that stuff. Basically, from what I understood, the virus it survives on wooden and plastic surfaces from 4 to 6 hours. Metal surfaces, it could be a little bit more dangerous. It could survive up to 24 hours. So wipe down metal surfaces like sinks and stuff like that. Wipe those down. You don't have to, if you were in I was in Emily's studio this morning. If she had corona, no big deal because it's plastic surfaces. It's fine. It had been over 4 to 6 hours. So again, don't overdo it. It's fine, but honestly, the big thing is just stay home. Like this weekend, stay home. Not a big deal. Actually, you know what? That's bad. Go out, because I need to do bombed. I need all you fuckers to go out and enjoy St. Pat. Oh, it sucks because it was St. Patty's Day. I remember. That's why I saved it for this weekend, because it's St. Patrick's Day weekend, the one before. Fuck, that's right. That's right. It just hit me. And so, yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Anyway, I guess I need to figure that out now. But anyway, that's it for today. Stay home, stay safe, wash your hands. Corona's fine, not a big deal. But all the entertainment stuff is being delayed. Pretty much everything. I don't even know. I wanted to go to the movies again to watch Onward. By the way, did you watch Onward? Let me know what you think. Any comments, questions, or suggestions, you can find me at Dario the Show on Instagram or at SuperDarioPeriodWorld. As always, thank you for listening, and I'll see you again next time.